Hey, good morning, folks. So GameStop has announced that they are not going to be doing in-store or online pre-orders for Pokemon TCG products anymore. So what it says here, an internal email sent to employees today, that was 14 hours ago. So that would have been yesterday, the 21st. So GameStop announced it will no longer allow customers to pre-order Pokemon TCG products from its website or from its stores. Their statement reads, in part, moving forward, all Pokemon TCG products will be shipped directly to stores to encourage more foot traffic. So, Pokemon cards have been so hot, so crazy. There's so much going on. There's fights at Costco. There's people buying out Pokemon vending machines. There's so much stuff going on. And so stores like Target, Costco, and Walmart decided to put statements out saying they're not going to carry products in store anymore for the time being, because you've seen those fights. We see the videos of tons of videos of people just being shady and shiesty and just not being fair. You know what I mean? Because everything's worth so much money, or they could flip things, they could sell things, they could scalp things. It is what it is. Like I said, it's tempting because for to make that extra money. My model was always to buy stuff under MSRP, let it sit and marinate for 3 to 6 months, maybe more sometimes, and then sell it when I see realized gains and profits. Because for the longest time, after Crown Zenith, all those sets, you could buy under MSRP. You could buy Obsidian Flames. 151 was the only exception. But even then, I was able to get UPCs for like $80. I was able to get ETBs for I think it was like 40 of 151, super hype set. We're not getting that at Prismatic, and you're not going to see that for Surging Sparks, and it's not going to happen on the next couple sets, Journey Together and the Destined Rivals. But GameStop has now officially shifted themselves from a retail game store to an LGS reseller. Like literally, they're gonna not charge MSRP for their Pokemon products, most likely. They're getting charged more, most likely, from whoever their distribution is. I don't think it's MJ Holdings for them. I think MJ Holdings only stocks the big box stores like Target, Walmart, Meijer, whatever. So with the last 151 booster bundle, restock that they had, they were charging $39.99, which is $10 over MSRP, but it's under market. So it was under market, but I have a funny feeling that we're going to start seeing them charging at market value. They do already. I've gone inside of a GameStop not too far from my home here, and they had Prism football blasters, and they're selling them for $140. They didn't cost that much when they came out. But so GameStop is getting this stuff from different vendors, and they're charging market price for stuff. And they're going to be doing that going forward for the time being. When things get back down to like how the hype was for Scarlet and Violet base and Pal the Evolved and stuff, they're going to have to go back to something else, because you're not going to get foot traffic for sets that nobody wants. Everybody wants Prismatic, everyone wants Surging Sparks, everyone wants everything else. That's bringing in foot traffic apparently, and that's what they want. They're going to be doing that. They're also doing local gaming things. I've seen some shops setting up tables for people to do their gaming. And they're going to probably have more products. Like I said, they're going to have all the products in the store. They're going to have more products in store, but when it's hype stuff, it's not going to be sitting on the shelves. It's all going to get bought up the first day. You're going to have to stand in line with everybody else, go in there, and with the limits, buy what you can. So GameStop is banking on Pokemon to help fix their business. But they're also, this all started with them actually doing PSA grading. So PSA grading is something that Target and Walmart and those big box stores don't do, but GameStop as an MSRP retailer is doing. So that was like one of the first steps. And then now they're selling stuff above MSRP, most likely getting from wherever they can get stuff from, they're getting it from, buying in bulk, whatever. But you're not going to get those very good prices on like Prismatic. So if GameStop runs through all their normal allocation and they want more Prismatic, they have to go pay more for that stuff, and they're passing that on to you and selling at market value. So I mean, it's GameStop is becoming an LGS basically when it comes to TCG trading cards. They still sell video games and stuff like that. That was their model, was they were a video game store, and now they're more like a LGS mom and pop reseller, retail, instead of a retail store. So I mean, but we know GameStop. They've had their ups and downs. They've had business models that don't work, things that work for a while and then don't work again. They've closed a lot of stores. So GameStop is they're going to capitalize just like everybody else when it comes to all this hype stuff. But how long can that last? How many sets do you think are going to be hyped like this before people get tired of paying crazy prices, or people are done playing Pokemon Pocket and they stop looking at the Pokemon TCG cards? How long is that going to last? GameStop is going to have to go back. They're going to have to adapt and change again. Same with Target, same with Walmart. They're going to have to start carrying stuff in the stores when people aren't buying it online. You know what I mean? When things aren't hyped anymore, they're going to have to change again. So us as consumers, we have to adapt. Me as a small business, it's a side business, but we have to adapt to the way we're getting stuff. So I know people, it's an ugly sticking point, the resellers, the scalpers, all that kind of stuff. But like I said, like before, I would buy stuff under MSRP, and my margins were so small that I'd have to let it sit before I could sell it. When the prices went up, I'd have to watch the market and see where the margins are, and it became with Surging Sparks, especially Prismatic, and now with Journey Together, it's actually cheaper for me to get stuff from places like GameStop for my store. It's cheaper for me to get stuff from Best Buy, Walmart for my store. I save on the tax because I have my seller's license, I have my tax exempt buying power uploaded to all these places. But I don't think you could do that at GameStop. I've tried. But it's cheaper for me to get stuff from retail box stores if you can order in major quantities. At Best Buy, most people could only order like the limit of whatever, if it's a limit 10, whatever, stuff like that. My limit's up higher because I have my reseller's license uploaded in Best Buy. I can get a lot more product, and I do sometimes. But the thing is now distribution is charging more to some of these stores. I don't know if MJ Holding is charging more to Target and Walmart or whatever, but GTS, whatever that is, Peach State, all those places, I know they're charging them more because we've been given that information. I don't buy direct from those distribution. I buy from, the wholesale programs, stuff like that. Most of them charge monthly, but they don't need us anymore. They don't need the small businesses to sell their stuff because so many people will buy that stuff at higher prices. I mean, it's selling itself right now. They can't even keep the stuff in stock. If they're selling at MSRP, it's gone. So if they raise the prices a little bit, people are going to complain. But for everybody that complains, there's 10 people behind them that are willing to pay above MSRP for those products. And GameStop apparently is going to be one of those that's going to be selling more higher than MSRP. So they're willing to pay higher prices. But like I said, their GameStop has become a Pokemon reseller. They sell graded cards in there. They are selling stuff above MSRP, as we've seen with the 151 booster bundles just recently. I think that's the first time they've done that with Pokemon. But they've been doing that with sports cards for the last few months. I've noticed that. And I didn't think I was going to see a change with Pokemon, but now we are. GameStop is not going to be the cheapest place. You're not going to get MSRP. But in the future, when we have more sets that have the less hype, like how Scarlet and Violet, Pellet Evolve, Obsidian, in the future, we are probably going to see them have to switch back and change again. Like I said, it's kind of different. It's kind of insane. I've adapted. I have no issues or qualms with what's going on right now. But there's a lot of people that do. You see a lot of people posting a lot of videos, recording people scalping and emptying out stuff. I mean, it is what it is. Some of those people, half of them, are probably mad that they didn't get there first to do it, which that's the truth. I ain't lying in that situation. That's the truth. But there are actual people over there that can't get products, that just want to open even just a little bit of product and can't get none. You know what I mean? Want to sit down with their kids and do this stuff because it's fun. It's fun for them. Me, I don't like to gamble. I don't like wasting money. When I go to Vegas, I barely ever gamble. I go out there for the good food, the entertainment, the drinks. That's what I do. So when it comes to Pokemon, I've taught my son, what the value is that we pull from stuff, and is it worth it? And my son don't even like open packs no more. We had fun opening a bunch of Obsidian Flames booster boxes, but we don't open the new stuff. We stopped at Temporal Forces because I don't like to gamble. I don't like wasting my money. I'd rather just buy the cards that my son wants and keep sealed product in my store to sell, down the road when I see get some realized gains and I can make some profit. Wash, rinse, recycle, keep doing that, and you can have a store running, selling stuff daily that has sat and matured while other stuff is still sitting and is going to get to that point later. That was always my model with Pokemon. But with these last couple sets, I've been able to go get stuff even from Walmart, Target, and put it on my store and can't even, it won't sit. It won't sit and marinate. People just buy it all up. And so we're at those times right now. And it's, I'm not, like I said, some people are very cringe at the way that they're, reporting on all the stuff. I mean, like I said, if you go out there and do you, just do you. You don't need to record it, do all this stuff. Be you, do you. Nobody cares that really nobody cares that you can't get your products. Nobody cares that you're whining and complaining about something. Also, the stores don't care if you can't get stuff from them at a cheaper price because someone else will buy it, and they are buying it. Like I said, all the state of the Pokemon market right now, anything you say, anything you do, anything, your complaints and stuff like that, falls on deaf ears. It's not doing anything. People are capitalizing and they're making their money whether you like it or not. Like I said, so you have to do what you got to do to secure your products, to open your products. GameStop is switching up. They're doing it. They're going to charge you more. The LGSs are doing it. They're going to charge you more. There was even an LGS that said for every $100 you spend, you can get a pack of Prismatic, a pack at $15 or something like that, which is crazy. They're they can. They're giving you ultimatums just like the distribution has given them ultimatums for years. Distribution has a bunch of deck boxes and undesirable products sitting. What do they tell the LGSs? Oh, if you want a case of this hyped stuff like Prismatic, you got to buy some deck boxes too. They gave them ultimatums, and now the LGSs are starting to give people ultimatums who want Prismatic Evolutions, who are going to want Journey Together, who are going to want Destined Rivals. You're going to start getting ultimatums, and it's crazy. It's just everything's changing. Like I said, the only thing you can do is adapt to it. You can adapt to the environment. LGS is giving people ultimatums to buy hype stuff. Is them adapting. GameStop canceling or stopping the pre-order program is them adapting. Everyone's adapting, but there are a lot of people who are sitting there complaining, and it's not going to get you anything. Just got to move on from that mindset and adapt and go with the changing tide right now. Like I said, so I'm not going to be able to pre-order stuff from GameStop, and I don't walk into stores. I don't fight with people to get products. I'm going to have to figure out new ways for me to secure products, because like I said, my partnership programs with people, they don't need us. They're not giving us deals. You're getting stuff at basically above MSRP now, and you have to sell above MSRP, and your customers, the outspoken ones, are going to be loud and complain. Why am I not getting this at MSRP? You're a store, you're this. Because we're not getting stuff for cheap. Nobody's getting stuff for cheap right now. I mean, it is what it is. But anyway, I'm done with this. GameStop thing has gotten me a little bit of thinking about stuff a little bit. You know what I mean? It's got me thinking a little bit about the state of the hobby. And yes, it might affect the way I spend, the way I purchase, the way I buy in bulk. Just one little thing can change a lot. GameStop switching up the way they operate it's going to make a lot of people switch up the way they operate when it comes to customers, resellers, wholesalers. I mean, everybody is going to have to switch up, change up. I mean, hey, the people who supply GameStop might, hey, if GameStop's charging more, we're charging them more. You know what I mean? So this is where we're at right now, 2025. It's going to be an interesting year for the rest of these sets coming out. These Pokemon sets that are all hyped. All the Pokemon Pocket people, there's so much more going on in Pokemon this year than it was last year. Last year was crazy enough. It's nuts. But all right, man. Let me know what you think about this this announcement that GameStop has sent out to their employees about the pre-orders, and I'm wondering if, like, all our Journey Together pre-orders, if we're gonna have issues trying to go pick those up when we do go try to pick them up in March. I don't know. We'll see. All right, man. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have fun. Stay safe. Enjoy the hobby as much as you can. And adapt. I'm out.